Good morning, everyone. It is so wonderful to be here, as always. Today, I'd like to talk to you about something that is something simple, but rather difficult, something that's changed my life, the sacred power of no. There was a time when I believed that love meant always saying yes. Yes to the late night calls from loved ones in crisis, friends who needed to talk. Yes to extra work. Yes to the committees and crisis situations and endless needs. As a minister, a therapist, a friend, a caregiver, I was praised for it. You're so reliable. You're such a giver. I can always count on you. And I believed that being available was the same as being good. But over time, my body and my spirit began to protest, and I ignored those protests. I was exhausted, not the kind of exhausted you could help with a nap, but just tired and empty. And something in me whispered, this is not what love is meant to feel like. In my work as a therapist, I heard the same whispers in others. People who had learned, as I had, that love means self-sacrifice, that worth is measured by giving, that saying no means failure, and that you're disappointing others when you do. So let me tell you about a client, and I'll call her Marianne. And it's not me. She's the person every community depends on, remembers birthdays, organizes the food drive, cares for her aging parents, spearheads all the committee activities. We all know a Marianne. At a meeting one night, the group asked who could take on yet another project. And as we've all been here, the room was silent. The heavy silence of people already at their limits. And then automatically, Marianne said, I'll do it. Later, she told me she didn't even know who I'm trying to prove this all to anymore. And she wasn't fine. She was spent, and beneath the giving, she felt invisible. Marianne's story could be any of ours. It is many of us. We've all filled those intolerable silences with yes. Mistaken exhaustion for faithfulness. Carried what wasn't ours to carry. But that small, weary voice that says no more, that's not weakness. That is wisdom. That's the soul asking for balance. It's the spirit whispering that this is not mine to hold. And yes, sometimes our yes does come from love. But sometimes it comes from guilt, for fear of letting someone down, or from the quiet whisper of ego saying, if I don't do it, who will? We tell ourselves we're serving others, and often we are. But sometimes our giving is tangled in our need to be needed. And this isn't a moral flaw, it's a deeply human one because we all long to belong. But when yes is driven by guilt instead of grace, we're no longer serving from spirit, we're serving from fear. And that kind of service leaves us empty. The sacred no isn't about stopping our giving. It's about giving from a place that's whole, letting kindness come from love, not obligation, trusting that the world will keep spinning even when we rest. I learned this all the hard way. So my name is Sandra, as you know, and the meaning of my name is defender of humanity, helper of mankind. So my parents kind of set me up for this at birth. So for most of my life, that is exactly what I tried to do. Defend everyone, help everyone, until I realized I was defending everyone except myself. One day I asked, what if love isn't asking for more from me, but for truth? What if saying no could be an act of love? And for me, that question changed everything. Because sometimes always saying yes isn't love, it's control. It keeps others from growing. It shields them from the sacred struggle that builds strength. It distorts responsibility and balance. When we never say no, others never get to rise, and we lose the chance to rest and restore. So the sacred no, spoken with love, becomes an act of faith. Faith that others are strong and capable too. Every no we speak in truth holds a hidden yes, a yes to rest, to alignment, to the next unfolding of who we are. When we say no to overwork, we say yes to presence. When we say no to what drains us, we say yes to what restores us. When we say no to fear, we say yes to courage. When we say no to pleasing everyone, we say yes to authenticity. Saying no can be the most generous yes we give. And it doesn't stop with our personal lives. Saying no to injustice is a yes to shared humanity. A no to injustice can open space for the necessary, honest yes, where change and open and honest dialogue can take place. It's necessary. Saying no to silence is a yes to truth. Saying no to false harmony is a yes to real relationship. Every sacred no throughout history, from prophets to reformers, was a declaration that a deeper truth was possible. A spiritual no is not about shutting doors. It's about choosing the ones our souls are meant to walk through. Boundaries are not walls, they are bridges of clarity. They connect us without losing ourselves. Each time we honor a boundary, our relationships become more honest and more loving. For change and honest yeses, we begin with a sacred and honest no. Across traditions, the wisdom is that in Buddhism, no is mindfulness, a pause before craving takes over, choosing the middle way, not extremes. In Christianity, Jesus withdrew to pray, a no to constant demand, so his yes could be true. In Judaism, the Sabbath is a holy no, a refusal to produce so we remember being. In Taoism, Wu Wei teaches the wisdom of non-forcing, saying no to striving. And in indigenous traditions, no honors the limits of the living world, the boundaries that keep life in balance. In all of them, no is not rejection, it's a clearing. The breath before creation. What is to come, what needs to come in its honesty and authenticity. That's the pause that makes the next yes possible. So no is a sacred teacher. It reminds us that we are all finite and that is sacred. That limits are not failures, but languages of love. The spiritual life isn't endless expansion, it's alignment with what is real. So in closing, let me leave you with this. So today, may you listen for the sacred no that wants to be spoken. Trust that it isn't a retreat from love, but a movement toward deeper love. A burned out healer cannot heal, a weary friend cannot offer joy, a community without boundaries cannot sustain its love. For every true no, there is a greater yes unfolding, a yes to peace, to purpose, to the wholeness already within you. May your no be clear. May your yes be true. And may both lead you ever closer to love. May your no be firm, but never cruel. May your yes be joyful and never coerced. May your boundaries protect not only your life, but the community we share. And may your yes and your no flow from a deep well of love. And may it be so. Thank you.
If you like this video, please like us on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and click on the bell to be notified whenever we post a new video. Thank you.